Yeah. First of all, I just want to congratulate our boys because once again they just show this character and this envy and I'll say that the fighting spirit and to come back. That's exactly the game that we were aiming for. It was very difficult, we knew it, but we had this mentality to come back and say in the game of the last 10 minutes. Again, congratulations to the game, congratulations to the two teams. I think these two teams they deserve what they have right now, and we are here we came here to stay in the first of the group, and we are the first of the group. That's a nice experience. It's very good for us for the next. What to say else? I said yesterday, for people to come to say it's gonna be a good game, beautiful game. I think that everyone is happy with what happened here, or that we have seen, the spectacle that we have seen, and the show. So we are really happy. Our trip was really good. Our experience was very good. Now we have to go back and focus on the league and just prepare for March, the knockout games.
Completely different second half from your team. What did you say at halftime to turn it around?
No, the thing is that we're always saying the same thing. You know, always pushing our guys to play our football, to go, to press high and things. Of course, when you play the game, you have to adapt. We know how strong Mamelodi can be inside, in the channel inside, so we had to take our precaution. But at the end, we are losing 1-0 to win 1-0 to win 2-0 is the same. At the end, it's 0 point. So we had just to press more, and we were just recompense. Just we scored the draw. So just fantastic for us. It's a very good experience for the guys again, I say. So we have just to go back to Morocco and build up on this experience. That's the Champions League. That is the level of the Champions League, and we shown all during the campaign that we have the level, that we are at our place, and we are with the best team of Africa and one of the best team of Africa. Guys, thanks to our fans who makes just the trip from Morocco to here. It was too long for them. Thanks to them. I'm happy because they are not disappointed. They can go happy also, yeah.
And coach, a final question. Finishing on top of your rivals, Raja Casablanca, must mean a lot to your fans as well.
No, honestly, we play as I said all the week. You know, first we have to play for our institution. You know, we play for ourselves. That's why we say we are focusing on our team. At the end, if someone takes benefits for what we are doing, it's their problem. We are not happy or unhappy about that. We are playing our football. We came here to stay unbeaten in this league, and we get what we want to have. So that's fantastic. What's happened for the others? What I say always in the football, you are as the place that you deserve to be. Otherwise, if you won your game and you can be on the top 1 or 2 and you can be qualified, that is it. Football. We always have what we deserve. Nothing else.
You gotta love it. You gotta love the big personality there, the coach. Mazara asking a pertinent question there. Because so obviously there was something that was spoken of that changed the tactics of what the second half looked like for them. They were a lot more aggressive. More times than you did in the first half.
For whenever qualified, it was going to be very disappointing to Horaba, jelly punches, Mamelodi Sundowns the whole 90 minutes. That's a reaction of a team that says, from here we're going to compete, going to the knockout stages. And they showed that in moments where they step up a little bit on the field and they started pressing Mamelodi Sundowns. You could tell that Mamelodi Sundowns was scared in terms of how they were starting to press. The mistake of back passes. Koza made a mistake by passing Roman there. So those moments, I think, they are the moment that the results of saying when you step a little bit up the field, you get the rewards from that.
And before you say something, I just like umqeqeshwayo Mamelodi Sundowns wonile ikhulu ze-Sundowns ihleli laphana noma ke kuthiwa abaqualifyile bangenile kwisiqembu esilandelayo sale ndebe angibabonanga engathi banendawo engathi iyahleka. Ngiyabuza ukuthi ke nomqeqeshi ubone kanjani nomdlalo nawo-ke futhi ekhuluma nayo Super Channel uMiguel Cardoso.
Coach Miguel, I suppose a bittersweet result. You are through, but you don't get to finish top of the group. It's a bittersweet result. You were in control. Where do you think you lost it a little bit in killing off the match?
Bitter sensation was when we arrived here, that the group was very difficult. And this was a very tough group from the very beginning, and the situation was not comfortable. So arriving in the end and going through the group stage, I think is obviously an accomplishment. Obviously that when we are winning a game, 20 minutes to finish it, and with a total control of the game, we don't expect to get a draw, we just expect to finish the game and win. It's football, you need to pay attention on the details. As I told you, I think it's a little bit a stupid goal, the one we suffered. And in the end, of course, you don't get first position. But that will not speak for us. What will speak is what we're going to do in the next moment. Let's wait for the draw and see what will happen then.
Coach, you didn't make your first set of substitutions until the 75th minute. Is it because you had felt more comfortable until maybe some elementary silly errors at the back?
No, we were okay, we were comfortable, the team was managing the game. And as you saw, we changed and the things didn't go well. So sometimes you expect things to happen and they don't. Intention was to get more control of the game, and because also Asfar was not aggressing too much. But we made a mistake and we lost one player, and because of that we suffered a goal. Champions League is like that. Small mistake and you miss a goal and we pay for that. But anyway, it's important that we pass the group. It was the objective and mission accomplished.
That's what was going to be my last question, to say mission accomplished. It doesn't matter much how you got through in the group stages, I suggest.
No, because all the teams are very strong. So eventually, of course, we could take advantage from playing second game home. Like that, we'll play away eventually. So we have to make our job in the right way. Last year, I went on the final playing always away second match. So what's important is how we will grow from now until April when we play Champions League. It's time to close the door on the Champions League and focus on the Championship. Big challenges ahead. And the team will grow. We had a lot of players out of the team today. I cannot even say the names because a lot of players that could not play today. So the team will grow and will be more strong for that moment.
We conceded a stupid goal. Not my words, but that's the coach's word. Goes on to say this is Champions League football. Yes, they won the top two in terms of going through to the next one, drawing this game. He's not happy.
Yeah, he's not happy. It's I wouldn't say a stupid goal, but I think it will be a goal that we were not supposed to concede. Firstly, we conceded the same way we conceded when we played against them away. And after that, we even conceded in the last 20 minutes of the game. The same thing that happened when we played them away. I think in this game, we needed to dominate till the 90th minute. This is a game where we shouldn't have conceded like that. One, Koza was supposed to actually, scan and make sure that he sees the player. He didn't see the player. He was ball orientated. And all that defense was ball orientated. And I think that's what he means. He's angry. He's a coach. He would have loved to win that game. But I don't think we were supposed to lose that game.
So, I mean, he's not happy with the way they conceded the goal. Yeah. It takes me back to Manyama. Remember that goal that they conceded against Manyama, that blind run on the left? Very similar in terms of it being a blind run and defense not acting towards that goal. He calls it a stupid concession.
Yeah, because when the ball is wide, the number one rule as a defender, you must look where the striker is. And I agree with what Andile Dlamini is saying, that every time when the ball is wide, make sure that you look at where the striker is. And in this moment, young Koza paid the school fees by not looking where the striker is and picking up the striker. The crosser is not scoring from there. The only person who can score is the one in the box. And the defenders should know that when the ball is wide, I should look where the striker is. And I'm disappointed that they considered this kind of goal. And it goes back to what Dlamini said, consider the same goal in Asfa. And it should be the lessons to say, in a Champions League match, the people that are dangerous are the ones in the box.
It's Zuzu that scores that goal. Atliani there on the left who squares it all. Anza, tell us, what is it?
Firstly, you can't leave a player like Zuzu unmarked.
Yeah.
One, he loves to link up play. He links up play.
Yeah.
And for me, right now, I feel Koza needs to scan at this moment, at this present moment. You need to scan. Check the distance between Koza and Gekana. It's too wide, and he has time. He has time to think on the ball. He has time also with young Hlompo Gekane here. I call him young Hlompo Gekane, Tebogo Mokoena. I think he was supposed to at least disturb. You can see that Koza is not seeing that.
Because he's the only one who's close enough and with the view of Zuzu.
Surely it's loud. He's trying to communicate with him, but it's very loud. So just take initiative, be there.
Yeah.
Disturb. Even if it's just a touch. Yeah, obviously they like faking dives, but a little bit of touch will actually make this player make a different decision.
I wonder, did Shalulile overstay the 90 minutes when you look at when the substitution was made?
I'm anti a striker that finishes 90 minutes when you have done the job, which is making sure that you push that last line into being uncomfortable. Make sure that the player that did that is substituted and you should have fresher legs. But I'd love to believe that this goal was the most important goal that gave us this comfort in this match, because I could sense that there were a lot of tension in the beginning of this match. When you look at the players' faces, they were not comfortable because they knew the importance of this match. I'm just happy that they managed to qualify. Otherwise, it's a match that they need to forget quickly.
Wabamba lapha nalapha nasiqala ukuthi uyena ukorile kumdlalo odlulile iconference ngathi sibuyile uyawuqala umdlalo kodwa bone noma ekorile leli goli mhlambe mabili mathatha abanye fanele ngabe washayile.
Yeah, you can see that he doesn't play on a regular. He comes on as a sub. You know, his final touch is not that great. But he's a striker that you actually need, but not for 90 minutes. You know, he's a striker that will bulldoze the defense. And here he shows that he is capable of doing that. But an extra touch would have actually helped him, you know, get that second goal. If we had converted this goal and the other opportunities that he actually got, we would have won this game by 5.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. And I think this is a sign of a player that is not starting matches like Andile say. But what I like about him is a positive striker. He's always wants to be in the box. There's
Find themselves in the right place.
Yeah, but he needs to be calmer enough to know that in the box he should be a boss. Like nobody will touch him in the box. Control the ball, put it between your body and the man, and you stand a chance of scoring. And I think with that chance, if you'd ask him to do it again, I think he is going to control that, because he feels like the one touch. He's not a one-touch player like Reyners. He's not that well so coordinated in terms of the movement with the one touch.
The touch.
Yeah, it's difficult to play one touch. That's why a lot of strikers in South Africa, they don't have that finish one touch. Very, very, very rare. I remember the Kilampelas and the Katlawamashevos of this country, that the one who knew how to finish with one touch. But Peter is not that kind of...
Another player who's got the one touch, but perhaps Blumzarelo insisted on too many touches in the box in particular. Angela, to your frustration was Ribeiro.
Yeah, I think he overdid some of the things, and especially in the final third. And there were moments also in our own half. You know, right here, he makes a mistake, and against a team like Espa, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Because they'll catch you on a counter, and it almost resulted into a goal. Good job here from Koza as well, you know, to just intercept. But in such moments, you don't allow yourself, you know, to make that mistake, and especially if you're playing against a team that's technically gifted.
And there's no covering against the way Sundowns play.
And I still want to tell you that the same incident happens in this. Just that they couldn't score this goal. That every time the ball is wide, they caught us facing our own goal. There's a moment where I thought Ribeiro was supposed to finish it. But I think the moment that I wanted to highlight is the fact that our defenders, they're always facing their own goal when the ball is wide. Yeah. So when Tete once told me, and Ricardo Nascimento, they said, when the ball is wide, make sure that you rush quickly to go to the starting position where you can see the striker in front of you, and the ball should come from wide. Yeah. So anything that comes in front of you, you can easily go and step and mark. But when the ball is still wide and you're still facing your own goal, it's difficult to deal with that ball, because then anybody can touch that ball.
Well, listen, Ribeiro, there is a second opportunity. He's in the box. I mean, does very well to get rid of the one defender.
Yes.
But when it comes to beating Wahib there, he's unable to do that there. Let's go now, move a little bit further. This is the 67th minute here, where he does well, this time defensively. Andy.
He does a bit well, to be honest.
I'm not sure he knows much about that, though.
I know, but he tried his best. But he does a bit well, because right now you need to stand firm. You are in defense. Obviously, you practice set pieces at training, and you know where you need to be. At this present moment, stay firm. At least, yes, your body needs to face at least the ball, completely the ball. Now your body is a bit slightly facing your goalkeeper and the ball. That's why you slip like that and you clear the ball like that. But it's a great clearance, I guess. But because I'm a goalkeeper, I'm a bit critical, But also good, response from Ronan Williams to encourage him to say, it's not bad, we didn't score. But if he had scored there, Ronan Williams would have cried.
And I would ask you one question. If, as a goalkeeper, would you put Ribeiro in that position?
No, I wouldn't put Ribeiro in that position. Firstly, the defense, my centre-backs need to initiate. A lot of times when we were watching the game, we saw that the attackers were initiating rather than, the defending. I need my centre-back, at least my centre-back or my right centre-back, to actually be there and actually oversee everything and tell everybody, okay, now it's time for me to attack. You need to communicate also even when you're defending the ball.
Yeah, to have an attacking player in that manner, in that position, always dangerous.
Yeah, because he can't be an attacker and dictate where the starting line should start, because he will break the line anyway, because he's afraid of that, because he's the one who's causing problems for the attackers. So as a result, he can't be the one dictating the line.
Well, let's take a look at what the groups look like in the Champions League. Of course, we looked at Group B, where Sundowns find themselves, but let's put everything out there with all the groups. Starting in Group A, TP Mazembe and Young Africans, younger than, find themselves in the bottom two. They're unable to qualify through. It's Al Hilal and Magalgia of Algeria that qualifies there.
The big teams will qualify. The big teams will force issues and make sure that they create those moments to go to the knockout stages. I'm happy for MC Alger. It's a team that has been knocking on the door to qualify. Al Hilal as well, they've been the consistent performance in this competition. They're always in there. And I always say, if you want to win this, you must make sure that you consistently participate in this.
He's always coaching at Young Africans, right?
Yeah.
Hey, how about this one? Let's go to Group B. Let's go to Group B and take a look at what Group B looks like. And of course, this is the one that most South Africans would have wanted to be a part of and would have put an eye on it. On the continent, and on Sports That Amplified with Andy, it's Africa's favorite show. So we have a lot of people from the continent that listen to the show. They say Orlando Pirates a little bit more favorite than Sundowns this season. When they see this, it'll make sense, Ma.
It will, because of the way Sundowns has actually placed themselves in this position. It's them that placed themselves in this position. They've created a lot of opportunities, even before the ASFA game, where they needed to convert even more goals. But you can see that they're struggling a little bit when it comes to converting goals.
Orlando Pirates qualifying with a mammoth 14 points. No losses, just the 2 draws. Are luckily trailing behind by an entire 4 points. That is the team to watch.
That's massive for South African football, to see Orlando Pirates team that will easily say they haven't been participating in this continental football for quite some time. To see this, I believe it's a plus for us as South Africans, but I'd love to see them in the knockout stages. And they carry the same mentality, the fire that they've shown in Cairo Stadium. I believe they stand a chance of doing that.
And of course, 2 teams from the same association cannot be drawn against each other in the quarterfinals, so no, it's not going to happen. Let's go to Group D now. ES Tunis. I had an opportunity to watch them in Tunisia with Caf a couple of seasons ago. Love the way their supporters show up. Pyramids representing, of course, Egypt. They go through, and it's Esperanza and Jova that fall out of that one. Then, as far as the group is concerned, the next match is going to be in the CAF Confederations. Shamful alongside Snakey and us. No, Andy. At least you're on the right line. Hey, Shamful. It's a I'm showing. We've seen great football from South African teams in this league. Sundowns perhaps didn't do the business as far as the win is concerned, but they get a draw and they go through. You got Orlando Pirates yesterday as well doing the business, 14 points clear. The gauntlet has been laid. Stellenbosch would have known this. They're going to want to show off too, Shovel.
Yeah, congratulations to Orlando Pirates, well deserved. And now Mamelodi Sundowns namhlanje, yes, they would have loved to win, of course, ukuthi bazothopa group, but iDrona was still ibayisa kuma quarterfinals. I think that's the most important thing, to have all our South African teams going to the knockout stages, including the coming game ASL is already now noma seba qualified, but they will still need to finish on the high note.
They're new in this trophy. They've already qualified for the next round. They've got a relatively young team and a relatively inexperienced coach when it comes to this particular trophy. What are you expecting, Coach?
I'm expecting fireworks because this is one team that has had it tough, worse than anyone in the competition, both competitions, because they've played away from home when they're playing home games. They've never played in Cape Town. They've been traveling all their lives playing the competition. So you look at them, namhlanje coach uthi sihambe Thursday sifika Friday, Saturday siyadlala. Ngimbuza nje ukuthi bahambe nge-business class or bahambe ngale yobheka amadolo abheke phezulu ngoba le changeover inzima when you have to travel so many hours to Morocco. However, we say well done to the three teams. The Maroons are in there, ezimnyama, ekawuyelo, ngashaya wonke lama sign because we are proud as South Africa because years back, there was sort of a loss of interest in African football until Coach Spitzo nabo Hlompo basitina sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so we're really excited.
Did reinvigorate, yeah. The Maroons, utesa nyabijani?
Angiyazi
What do you think? This is the team that we're going to be talking about. This is the team that you guys are going to be doing. The starting 11s, I'm sure you've seen.
Masuluka starts, Stephens goes off the bench. I think the coach is also trying to rest players because they've got also back-to-back matches that are coming up when it comes to the domestic football. And I think also Coach Shiluguti, he wants to see his players work against the RS Pekan, though Baluzile 3-1 in the first leg because they're preparing for the upcoming matches. So it means he's not taking it too easy. About Jabara starting, Cupiro is still in there because he needs a periodization to manage minutes of my players at the line.
Yeah, we're speaking about the Total Energies Caf Champions League, but switching to the Confederations Cup because the next team that's coming up, and you can see there they are going to be giving you that game, Bukomala, Go SABC Sport. Let's take a look at the group though, as to what it looks like with Steadies in it. We don't have it ready quite yet, so you'll see it a little bit later when they do start.